Hi viewers, are you ready for a very complex and dangerous journey towards the center of our earth? If you are ready, don't skip this video and join with us. First of all, let me introduce a football that could be compared with our earth. Just take a football and think that you all are living over the surface of that football. That football has the mountains. That football has continents, all the forest, all the life. When you want to dig the football, what you have to do? You have to go through about 12,000 kilometers to reach the opposite side, because the Earth's diameter is about 12,000 kilometers. So in order to travel the center of the Earth, in our experiment in our football, you have to make a hole up to about 6,000 kilometers. So right now you got a rough idea what is the distance of the center of the earth. Now we really go to the journey through the center of the earth, just leaving our example, that is our football. Okay, then our Earth has four main parts. First of all, you must understand what are those four main parts in order to start our journey. Most of us are thinking the first part is only the Earth. Not. That is exactly no. There are four main parts. The first part, the scientist has given the name for the first part of the Earth is the crust. That starts from 0 kilometer and goes up to 50 kilometer. The second part is given the name mantle. That starts from 50 kilometer and goes deep up to 2,900 kilometers. The third part is named as outer core. That starts about 2,900 kilometers and goes up to 5,150 kilometers. The last part is the inner core. That starts about 5,150 kilometers and it ends at 6,371 kilometers. So right now you could understand that we have to travel exactly 6,371 kilometers wherever we are in order to reach the center of our earth. Okay, now let us discuss this each part separately. First one is the crust. Crust is where we are living. The crust is the area that is very cool when compared with other area. That is totally different from other three areas. In the crust there are mountains, there are oceans, there are continents, there are countries, and all the lives. All the lives that we found in the earth are on the crust. When we dig the crust, the crust goes up to 50 kilometers. Up to 50 kilometers, in which we can found first of all the tectonic plates. So the crust is not one. The crust is the collection of tectonic plates. Tectonic plates are the larger areas of the crust or larger areas of the earth that float over the next area, that is the mantle, that we will discuss later. So the crust is separated as tectonic plates and each tectonic plate is floating over the mantle. Another important point is we can find all kind of minerals, all kind of the petroleum and all kinds of water, all kind of useful materials from the crust. When we dig the crust, we can find these minerals and these materials. So we are using, all our life are depend on the crust only, but this crust covers very small area of the entire weight of the earth. So the crust starts from 0 kilometer and ends at 50 kilometer. So wherever you are living, whatever country you are living, if you dig, you can go up to 50 kilometer, then you will get the end of the crust area. So this crust is very special from other areas because it is cool. The average temperature of this crust is 30 to 40 Celsius, or the maximum is about 100 Celsius. So this temperature is tolerable by most of the life. So the life is possible because of the temperature, this favorable temperature of the crust. So now you understood that all our life, all the materials that we get are coming from the crust, but the crust is a smaller area of what is the real earth. The next area is called the mantle. When the crust ends at the 50 kilometer, the mantle starts. The mantle goes deep up to 2900 kilometers. So you can imagine how large it was when you compare with the crust. So this mantle is made fully by the silicate minerals. These silicate minerals are slowly moving. They are, but the crust is not moving. Crust seems to be just being just being itself, but the mantle is slowly moving. On the mantle, the crust is located or crust is situated. So the mantle is the area that gives the life for the crust, because the crust is located over the mantle area. This mantle area is much larger. It starts from 50 kilometer and goes up to 2900 kilometers. So you can imagine how large it when you compare with the crust that is only 50 kilometer. Another important point of this mantle area is it is highly temperature. Its temperature is much higher than crust. It ranges from 500 Celsius to 4000 Celsius. In the upper area of the mantle, the temperature ranges from 500 to 900 Celsius, and in the inner area of the mantle, the temperature goes up to 4000 Celsius. It means it is somewhat equal to the temperature that we found at the surface of the sun. So the mantle represents still a mini sun, like a mini sun. We can compare the area of mantle in the earth as a mini sun with the surface of the sun. Another important point, as we said earlier, this mantle is responsible for all the volcanic eruptions and all the earthquakes. As we said earlier, the crust area is made by the tectonic plates. So tectonic plates has depth. Sometimes the silicate and molten lava that is found in the mantle releases itself through the gaps of tectonic plates, making the molten lava through the volcanic eruptions. So the volcanic eruptions are resulted and coming from the mantle area, as well as earthquakes. As we said that before, tectonic plates of the crust area are floating over mantle, or sometime they collide each other. That is what we call the earthquake. So the mantle area, that is one of the larger area in Earth's surface, in Earth's inner areas, is responsible for volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Now we move to the third area, that is called the outer core. Outer core starts where the mantle ends, that is about 2900 kilometers, and it extends up to 5150 kilometer deep. This outer core area is much different from the mantle area, because the mantle area is slowly moving. It is not fully liquid. It is made by the molten lava, as we know, but the outer core area is made by the liquid format iron and nickel. The iron that we found in the outer core area is not the normal iron that we use in the industry. That is the liquid iron. The iron is flowing as a river in the very large area of the outer core. The outer core starts, as we said, in 2900 kilometer and ends at 5150 kilometer. That covers almost 1100 kilometer. In this total area is occupied by the liquid format of iron and nickel. Another important point about the outer core is this outer core is what creating the magnetic field of our earth. We know that the magnetic field is responsible for the safety of the life in the earth. So actually the magnetic field comes from the outer core and it extends to the space and it covers our earth and protect us. Another thing is that the temperature of the outer core is more than the temperature that we found on Mantle. That is ranging from 4000 Celsius degrees to 5000 Celsius degrees. That is almost like the temperature in the surface of the sun. So it remains that earth has formed from the sun. The inner core also doing very good job by bearing all the weight of the earth and making the earth balance. This is why the earth is smoothly rotating around our sun. So the inner core is the area that bear all the weight that comes from every parts of this earth. In this journey we have briefly discussed about 4 main parts of our earth, and I hope that this journey, imaginary journey, would be very enjoyable. Please be subscribed to this channel and join with us for more similar videos. Thank you.